What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Strike 2.5 is over. The last battle just went off. DNA versus Danny Myers. Now, I said if DNA come in this battle and beat Danny Myers, hands down, DNA is the champion of the year. No debate. I know Geechee Gotti trying to make a run for it. No debate. DNA beat O-Red, he beat JC, he beat New Jersey Twerk. Now he taking on Danny Myers. His resume of opponents he battled this year, taking to the equation of the how powerful these guys is, man. This brother, if he beat Danny Myers, no doubt would have to be champion of the year, man. Let's get off into this. How would this fare out? Now, two of the most consistent battle rappers of our era face up to close out Strike 2.5. Danny Myers versus DNA. Neither one of these dudes, for the most part, get the respect deserving them in the battle rap community. People look at them both as being sort of like boring weirdos to some extent. But this would be a battle that I knew these brothers would at least come with 3 rounds apiece. Fire, bars, and I was very interested in seeing this battle, especially seeing if DNA would be able to survive another battle and retain the URL championship title, because that's exactly what he is. Now, this battle takeoff, it started out with DNA. DNA first round was bananas. Crazy. DNA fast, stupid in that first round. I gave DNA 33 points in that first round. Let me tell you something. NWX was on fire tonight. NWX was on fire tonight. DNA and K-Shine did they thing, man. They came with it. T-Top was solid too. But NWX was on fire tonight, man. Let me tell you something, man. DNA first round, he had a lot of these DNA flips. The DNA and this, the DNA and this. Even the DNA is in Danny. I'm talking about, it was crazy how he was doing it, man. He was letting loose and he was on it, boy. DNA first round, 33 points. I knew that would be hard to beat. I knew that he was going to win that first round after the score he put up, man. That was crazy. He went bananas in that first round. Danny, come on. I just wanted to see how Danny was going to do. Now, the thing about Danny is, Danny, not only do you lowball yourself, but your presentation as a battle rapper is just horrible, fam. This brother, it's crazy. This brother, let me just go into his first round. He come off on his first round and he come right at DNA, man. And it was solid. It was strong. It was nice. He had a nice first round, man. It was fire. It was fire. It fell short because it wasn't enough to beat what DNA did. I only gave Danny Myers 18 points in the first round, man. But it was a nice first round. He wasn't boring. He wasn't weak. He was solid. But it just wasn't enough. DNA just OD'd in that first round. It was just overkill, that first round. First round out the gate was just overkill. He set the tone for the battle from that point on, man, and it was going to be a war. He already went up on Danny, and I'm saying to myself, he still ain't out this fight, though. DNA got to win this battle, man. Danny is one of the most dangerous battle rappers in battle rap. Winning that first round don't mean nothing. You got 2 more rounds to go. And we know for the most part, when you doing battles, your first round set the tone, but you have to close that thing out. DNA started his second round with a dedication to Chef Trez, where he come on with like 3 rebuttals back to back. I mean, three not rebuttals, but three of them things right off the back. 3 freestyle, bang, 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 rebuttal Danny Myers thing. In one of the rebuttals, Danny Myers trying to talk through it, and he hit him with another one in the middle of the rebuttal. Crazy, man. He was in his bag, man. He got the spazzing on Danny Myers again. Then DNA said something like this. He said, It's no such thing of being God in the physical form, because you know Danny called himself the bar God. And he says no such thing as God being, there's no such thing of being God in the physical form. Well, that's a lie, DNA. Definitely a lie. God have been in a physical form, was in a physical form, still is in a physical form. Human body. Jesus Christ is God. Jesus Christ was God. Not God the Father, but God the Son, equal with God. Never been created in a physical form. He was fully God and fully man. There's no such thing as being part of God. You can't be 10% God, 20% God. You either God or you not. And that's exactly what Jesus Christ and who Jesus Christ is. He is God by nature, and he became a man to save mankind. And he's also God in a physical form also. 100%. God and man. So with that being said, that's not true. I know it sounds good in battle rap, but I just have to correct y'all when you say false things about God. Now, so what you saying won't be an influence on somebody else who don't know. So with that being said, his second round though was crazy, man. DNA again. I gave DNA 22 points in that second round. Now, this round was definitely beatable, but 22 points is you have to have a good round to beat 22 points. If you know my point system, anytime you're getting over 20 points or better, you actually on fire. Now, his second round wasn't as good as his first, but his second round was definitely solid, but also obtainable to be beaten. Danny Myers come on, rebuttaling with DNA. He rebutted DNA round, come right on. You know what I'm saying? These brothers was going back and forth in the rebuttaling tonight, man. Danny wasn't letting DNA get away with nothing, and DNA was taking any opportunity he could to rebuttal anything about Danny Myers. So congratulations to both them MCs on that. They came with both their 3 rounds in, gave us some extra. Danny Myers come off in the second round. The thing about DNA first round and second round, it was crazy because DNA got to explaining that he was talking to his girl and said his girl saw Danny Myers. It's crazy. Even though DNA freestyle, he wasn't freestyling this part. DNA got to explaining and breaking down how Danny Myers is just a weirdo, like, and got to explaining that when his girl seen him, and it's crazy because everything DNA was saying why Danny Myers had it, he got to explain how Danny Myers wear these big old hats. And this dude got on a big hat that can't even fit his head, like the man walking around wearing a pot, and it's just red and just standing out. You know how like usually when you got on a hat and you take it off, it fits your head so it has some type of resistance. This man head got a lot, just got all this dude hats got all this space up in it, man. Not that he got a little head, but he got a big head, and where these big hats, they got a lot of space in it that, you know how like you got on a big hat and it fits straight and you turn your head, then the hat turn right or left. That's how dude hats is, man. This dude, like he walking around wearing pots, man. This dude's swag game just crazy. And DNA had that written, not a freestyle or a rebuttal. He wrote his rounds with that in it. And this dude actually come to the battle just like what he wrote in his round. That's crazy. A person can just pick you apart like that. Not only that, to add insult to injury, this dude got on a Jason Live shirt. A Jason Live shirt. Not a Michael Myers because his name Danny Myers, because it's different between Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers. This dude got on a Jason Live Halloween shirt on the platform. His presentation is horrible when it comes to battle rap. His dressing is horrible. For a man that gives somebody $12,000 for a battle, you would figure that if you got $12,000 to give away to a man, your gear should be up to par. You should have nothing but the finest when it comes to attire. If you got $12,000 to give away, you didn't gave away this money to this man, you know what I'm saying, to do a battle with him, but then you wearing all this Walmart gear. Like, man, this dude had on a hat, one of them Donald Trump Make America Great type hat. Then this dude got on a Jason Live shirt with some frosty pants. Like, really? Is we doing that? I mean, she's looking crazy on stage, man. DNA 22 points in the second round. This round definitely can be beatable. Danny Myers come on, dropped the ball. Couldn't even pull this one out, man. Couldn't even pull this one out. He was solid again. I think his first round was better than his second round. I only gave him 16 points in his second round. So already DNA up 2-0, man. Going into the third, can Danny Myers at least get around? DNA come on, start out and say, I just want everybody to give an applause to my grandmama just turned 85. Then he get the spazzing and do another rebuttal again, and it's bad. Danny Myers come back around when he come in on the third round, and he said, you said your grandmama 85? Bang, she won't live to make it to 86. You know, his rebuttal, it was nice, man. His third round was okay too, but it just wasn't enough. DNA won this battle to me 3-0. Danny Myers third round, I gave him 15 points, but I gave DNA 20 points in his third round. DNA was spazzing, man. He came with everything, man, and he was doing what he do, man. And DNA won this battle, man. So DNA beat New Jersey Twork, Old Red, JC, and Danny Myers. 4 of the top battle rap writers in this game, man. And he beat them brothers, man. He beat them brothers. People don't want to give him the win over JC, but he definitely beat JC. We not going to do that, man. JC choked in that third round because he forgot his big part. He tried to freestyle. It didn't go over well. 2 minutes of garbage. DNA won that battle, man. I know a lot of people don't like him. Can we just be honest? I don't even really like the dude. But I'm a battle rap analyst, man. I'm a battle rap blogging analyst. I have to call it fair down the line, and I'm just gonna give it to you real, regardless if I like you or not. DNA continued to win because he prepared better for these battles. Danny Myers fell short in the third, short in the second, short in the first. He just didn't do enough. And DNA did more than enough to win these battles, man. And he beat Danny Myers, man. 3-0. Congratulations to DNA on the victory over Danny Myers. But one thing about this battle, I didn't like DNA, and I got to call you on this, man. You got to stop being a coward when it comes to that belt you got, man. If you're going to be calling yourself the champion, and I even honor you as it because you've been winning ever since you had it. Here's the thing, though. You can't play these coward games that you play. When you think that you don't, see, when you believe you can't beat somebody, you don't bring the belt. You don't bring it with you. But then if you begin, when you luckily win these battles, now you want to parade it and put the belt on, and you all on Twitter and Instagram with the belt and things like that. You did that in the Twork battle when you thought that Twork might could beat you. So you said, I'm not coming at the champ. I'm coming at the PG killer. No, we not doing that. You didn't want to come at the champ because you knew Twork. I said Twork. You knew Twork was a danger and that it's a possibility he could easily beat you. He was coming in as the favorite, and you didn't want to bring that belt with you because if Twork won, you would have looked embarrassed and would have had to turn that belt over, and you didn't bring the belt. It just luckily he poorly performed and you won that battle, so you got away with that. Same thing in this Danny Myers battle. You didn't bring the belt, and he said that in the third round when he'd be like, y'all know my slogan, get him the F out of here. He got to talking about that, then he say no, and get you thinking you was gonna get the belt that I didn't bring up out of here. He didn't bring the belt to the Danny Myers battle because again, Danny Myers was coming in as the favorite over DNA, and DNA thought he might was going to lose that battle, so you didn't bring the belt. You don't bring the belt when you think you're gonna lose against somebody, and that's false. That's fake, and you shouldn't be doing that. That's very fraudulent, fam, and it really shows your character as a person and that you don't really have that much confidence in yourself as you say you do. So look, if you're gonna parade yourself and being a champion, when you coming into them platforms, man, you have to bring that thing every time and defend it like a real champion will defend it. You doing the same thing Old Red started out doing, that you was giving him a lot of slack and heat on. And now you sitting here trying to do the same thing. Stop being afraid and just trying to parade it after you find out you win. When you have confidence in yourself like you supposed to, it don't matter who you on that stage with. If you saying you the greatest for a reason, then act like it. Stand there, defend it, own up to it, man. Stop doing that coward move, man. Trying to lead the belt home when you think somebody may have the potential of beating you. Man, get up out of here with that trash. I don't do that. You're going to make me lose a lot of respect for you because I'm seeing that that's a coward move to do. So stop doing that stuff, DNA. Real talk. And it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. DNA over Danny Myers 3-zip. That's how I call this battle, man. Subscribe to Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Styrofoams and ashtrays. If you ain't got it, shame on you. Get styrofoams and ashtrays, man. No excuse for you not to have this if you rock with me and been watching me. It's only $1. My number is 414-235-6760, man. Screenshot it to me. Show me your proof of purchase. I'm going to put you in a special group for the people that bought styrofoams and ashtrays that support me. I'm going to have roasting sessions in there. We're going to do exclusive blogs and video for the people just who supported it and bought it, man. You're going to hear music off the album that's unheard. You ain't get to hear. That $1 you spend is coming with a lot of other things that come with it, so you get more than your buck's worth, man. And it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Subscribe to Battle Truth.